What's happening, Crypto Farm? Happy Wednesday. Good morning and welcome back to Love for Crypto. I'm Scott. It's a pleasure to have you here. I appreciate taking the time out to consume the content, so thank you. This morning, I want to talk about Interledger being bigger than XRP. Interledger is bigger than XRP. People's looking for this bank working with Ripple, this bank using XRP, this bank holding XRP, banks in XRP, banks in XRP. Again, missing the bigger picture. ILP using XRP will be the major cross-network bridge in the future, regardless of what happens with cross-border. XLM, JPM, XRP, there's loads that can do cross-border settlement. It's going to be a nice healthy choice when it comes to cross-border settlement. Cross-network, however, none are really competing at the moment. So as an example of why the central banks don't necessarily need to use directly XRP, don't need to store directly XRP, they can count on the private sector and other commercial banks to build liquidity pools of XRP and other assets and tap APIs onto the Interledger, like Apple are doing. So Apple introduces Interledger API for Apple payments. This was a while ago. This ain't new. I'm just recovering it to show people that they're tapping in to Interledger, not just XRPL. So the tech giant Apple has introduced a new payment request API for Apple Pay with the Interledger extension from Ripple. The integration for the payment registry can be done for Apple's proprietary software, Safari on Mac and iOS. Interledger to the rescue. Apple is one of the major tech manufacturers in the market whose products include mobile devices like phones and smartwatches. It has been years since Apple introduced Apple Pay to make payments easy on the internet and with point-of-sale devices. However, the lack of support for various payment methods creates a number of difficulties to get merchants on board. Interledger, with its multi-browser support, will help Apple to expand its payment services using a standard API. What is Interledger? Interledger is an open source protocol aimed at making payments between different registries. In addition, the protocol includes a number of standards that can be applied to any method of making payments with an address, two-factor authentication, and signatures. Payment networks often face a problem of incompatibility between themselves. It can be solved by Interledger. It is a minimal protocol with an open architecture that allows interacting with transfer systems with different types of values contained in them. Moreover, Interledger allows making payments between different digital assets, eliminating the risk of mediation errors. On GitHub, Interledger community defines it as the payment method for use, for instance, with the payment request API. With it, merchants can request a payment that follows the Interledger standards. Unlike other blockchain firms looking to disrupt the current financial sector, Ripple is working hand in hand with banks and financial institutions to make the current payment system more efficient in leveraging the blockchain technology. It has partnered with numerous banks across the world. However, by adapting Ripple-backed Interledger, Apple became one of the first tech giants to adopt the technology. So, what does that tell us? That tells us Interledger is there, already built, done deal. All you have to do is tap into it through an API, application programming interface that tells your application. It basically links the application. You can use the software development kit and build your own API. I'm sure the Interledger lads have done a few themselves. But, I mean, here now, for cross-border settlement, cross-border. That's all anyone's really saying. Cross-border, cross-currency. When in reality, it's cross-network that really matters. I've got an R3 doc here. Let me just... So in the R3 document, they evaluate a model and a test that they've been undergoing. The model assumes that the intermediate cryptocurrencies are all issued on an interoperable common ledger. With a common ledger, the need for interledger operations is effectively eliminated. The more currencies that are issued in an interoperable ledger, the less likely given cryptocurrency needs to be converted off ledger assets. So again, digging deep into it, they're working out how they can do on ledger, off ledger, through interledger, through their own systems. We can go and we can even see, I mean, like the Bank of England with its the UK central bank test Ripple's interledger protocol for cross-border payments. This was in 2017. Tested this 3 years ago. The Bank of England has released new details about a proof of concept it has developed in partnership with distributed ledger startup Ripple. Among several fintech proofs of concepts revealed at the UK Central Bank yesterday, one test involves Ripple's interledger protocol designed to facilitate transactions between different distributed ledger systems. The trial centered on a cross-border payment scenario in which two different currencies were executed simultaneously in two different simulated RTGS systems, with blockchain potentially serving as a means for synchronizing the settlement of transactions. Cross-border payments, when applied to wholesale markets, present different challenges than when compared with retail and corporate transactions, which a Ripple product is designed to handle. The availability of liquidity is one of such challenge, and the proof of concept allowed the bank and Ripple to begin exploring these questions. The bank went on to indicate that it could conduct additional trials in this area to extend its understanding of the dimensions of synchronization concept. The synchronization concept. The Bank of England launched its FinTech Startup Accelerator last year as part of the bid to test new technologies, including blockchain, and it has been in trialing solutions for months. While it has stopped short of greenlighting any immediate plans to replace any of its internal infrastructure, the bank is planning for its next RTGS system to be compatible with the tech. They're going global. RTGS, which is XRPL and ILP, showed that the other night. It's all about cross-network for me. I don't care how many blockchains and networks pop up. I know they need facilitating in the middle by bridge assets like XRP, through protocols like ILP. So for me, it's a no-brainer. We just have to be patient. You have to be patient. You have to invest in the internet of value, invest in yourself, get happy, and just wait. Ride it out, baby. It's not long now. We've got to be ready. Excuse me. It could go any week, any day, any month. Got to be ready, but also be patient. Oh, I'm tired. Right, I need to get to work. Smash today's face in. We're halfway through today. Middle point of the week. Wishing health and happiness to you and yours, guys. I hope you have a good week. Enjoy the rest of your week. We love crypto. We love XRP. And we love you. Take care. Peace.